Hello, my name is Ben. I'm back with Bettertrader.co, and today I'm going to teach you how to read an event card on the Bettertrader calendar. Now, the first thing you're going to notice on the event card is the name of the economic event. Now, Bettertrader has many events on its website. It can comprise of anything from surveys like customer sentiment or to unemployment rates or GDPs. So these can all affect the market in various ways, and you need to look out for them. Now, the second thing you're going to notice is the country or region or even currency where this news is originating out of. The third thing you're going to notice is the pre-scheduled event time. This is when the event or news is going to occur, and so it means it can be acted upon ahead of time. So the best time or the only time you can act upon the news is after its release around 90 minutes. So you have that window to make a move in order to profit. Now the time zone on the event card can be set by the user, so that's great. Now the fourth thing you're going to notice is the impact of the event. This is represented by the white exclamation points. 3 exclamation points means it's really important. It should always be taken in account of, and maybe you should act upon it. 2 exclamation points means that you should really notice this, but maybe not necessarily take action on it depending on what your position is. And 1 exclamation point means, this is less important. You don't really need to know about this, but if you did, maybe it will help you in some situations. Now on to the center 3 numbers. The first one we're going to take notice of is the 5th thing you're going to notice on this event card is the previous. So basically this means it's the previous time this event occurred, and it'll show you the result of what happened. It's usually presented in a percentage or a number, and it usually ranges from a week to a month back. The 6th thing in the middle is the expected value. This is what analysts expect will happen for the event. How much the actual value deviates from this value determines its magnitude of surprise, which will determine how much impact it has in the market. Now the 7th thing is the one on the right, which is the actual result. This is what the release was of the event. How the deviation from this number to the expected causes the impact in the market. Now you will see a magnitude of surprise. This is usually presented in a little circle, and it will either be green or red and with some words in it depending on what it is. So green means it's stronger, it's good for the economy, but the green we have at Bettertrader have specified into 4 ranges. There's a bit stronger, stronger, much stronger, and extremely stronger. So for the weaker, it's basically the same. There's a bit weaker, weaker, much weaker, or extremely weaker. There's also as expected. This happens when the release exactly how the analyst thought it was going to be. This doesn't happen that often, but it does happen a fair amount. Most of the time, a higher than expected number or percentage is good for the economy. Let's say, for example, the GDP. The higher the GDP is the better. But sometimes it's the opposite, like an unemployment rate. The increase in unemployment rate is actually a bad thing for the economy. So you need to take a note of that. Bettertrader has marked for the unemployment rate, if it goes up, we'll show it as weaker. Now onto the bottom 4 little functions. Number 1 is going to be history. It will show you a chart and a list of past events. Now charts are a good way to see trends from the past. Let's say if the unemployment rate is steadily decreased over the past few years, you'll expect in the future probably continue decreasing. And the list of past events are times in the past when this event happened, and you can see exactly what the expected and release happened and how it affected the market. That's a great way to act upon stocks in the present and to make money from it. Now onto perspective insights. Now these insights take the magnitude of surprise and what happened in the past, the historical trends or events, and compares them sort of. So let's say the Japanese exports has been below expected for quite some time, and this is the first time that it's been stronger than expected. Now, this is going to impact the market, maybe increase the Japanese yen in value because people are expecting it to be lower than that expected value, and this time it was actually higher. Now, in the event card, you can also find two different ranges. One is the range for, in the example, Japanese year-over-year exports. It has deviated for anywhere from minus 14% to plus 18%. Now you can see this, and for the release, you can gauge the level of expected percentage shift. There's also a surprise range, which is how much is deviated from the analyst's expected value. This has gone from anywhere from negative 4% to positive 5%, which means this is quite a big shift. You know, you can see how sporadic the market has been due to this. You can also see how much impact this has on future events. Now, on to the last thing, as the trade ideas button is what we're most proud of here at Bettertrader. It's basically what we do is we provide a accurate statistical tool to help you. So what we do is backtest. What a backtest is let's say the Japanese export year over year. This release is a bit stronger. We take all the times in the past when it was a bit stronger, and we analyze the market's reaction to it. Let's say the S&P 500 or the gold or the natural gas has reacted really well to it. 3 out of 4 times or 4 out of 5 times has gone up after the release was a bit stronger. Then we have good belief that maybe this time will happen too. It's a statistical tool. It's you're making the decisions. If 3 out of 4 is not good for you, you don't have to buy it. Maybe you have to wait for the 8 out of 9. Some traders are more dependent than others, but this tool is really helpful, you know, to just gauge how the market reacted and how this event has impacted the market in general. Okay, now you know about our event card and how to use it. It is an extremely helpful tool to keep up on economic events and to act upon them after or before they're released. So good luck and happy trading. Make sure to use the Bettertrader platform.